Михаил Лајтман – крупнейший ученый-каббалист, профессор онтологии и теории познания, основатель и руководитель Международной академии каббалы, член Всемирного совета мудрецов. Он написал более 30 книг по древнейшей науке каббала, суть которой сводится к объяснению законов мироздания. Каббалу также называют математикой чувств, наукой о душе. Ведущее понятие каббалы – «творец», но это слово каббалисты употребляют не в религиозном значении. Творец – это высший закон природы, сила отдачи, приблизиться к которой может каждый, отказавшись от собственного эгоизма. Подобные телемосты стали традиционными. Владимир Молчанов, Армен Джигарханян, Дмитрий Дибров, Александр Гордон – это далеко не полный список российских деятелей культуры, принявших участие в этой акции.
The film was a hit in North and South America, Europe and Japan. It had collected more than $10 million in box office revenue by that time. More than 420,000 DVDs had been ordered the previous month. It started out as a regular scientific conference. Scientists approached the podium and began to speak about the science to which they had devoted their entire lives, about the film that had turned them into stars.
I gather pretty much everybody here saw the film. Is that a fair assessment? So I don't have to review anything in it.
In exotic physics, there is a higher electromagnetic gauge symmetry state than our normal environment, which is called the SU2 state. And at that state, electric and magnetic monopoles are naturally supposed to coexist.
Our next speaker is Dr. Wolf.
And then Dr. Wolf approached the podium. No one had anticipated what was about to unfold. He didn't say a word about his own science.
I really don't know what I'm going to say to you. You know, I had been studying physics, and I knew something about that technology, but Kabbalah as a science was something that never would have even dawned on me. I don't care what you're doing. There's something about this field of way of thinking, of seeing, which can improve anything. And I don't care if you're a Jew, a Muslim, Gentile, Arab, I don't care what you are. I don't care what nationality, I don't care what religion you belong to. There's something in this that will, I think, awaken something in you.
The light that surrounds our souls, that enhances our vessels of bestowal, and it makes them stronger than the lower third. If we can transform ourselves this way, the same process will take place in all of humanity, in the billions of people that live today. I will give you the introduction to the book of Zohar today. This process is described there, starting from item 60. It tells us how we can change the entire world through inner transformation, because each person has a small world within him.
When people study Kabbalah, it gets them, because suddenly certain truths about what is going on, what is this happening, begin to become clearer than they were before. And suddenly you begin to see whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you think is the most important thing in the world, begins to kind of dissipate into something less importance. And you begin to see a bigger picture of what's going on. Kabbalah will help liberate your mind from any shackles of thought that keep you ensconced or enclosed into a certain way of thinking. Now, if these words are awakening you right now, you know it. If they're not awakening you right now, then I'm suggesting to you that you've fallen asleep. Clearly, you know your stuff. There's no question. And I'd love to sit at your feet for a long time. It would be very useful. It would help me tremendously, and I have no question about it. What you know is really amazing, and I honor your teaching and your wisdom.
So the whole phenomenon of Kabbalah kind of emerging out of its hiddenness and in a genuine form, as opposed to just fluff, I think is very fascinating and very valuable.
I certainly can contribute ideas to the film, and I'd be happy to work with you on it, sure. As long as there's life and breath and limb within me, I'm willing to travel.
There are these three-dimensional pictures like wallpapers. If you look at them and you defocus your eye, then you go into the picture and you find a three-dimensional picture.
Random. When you look at it at the beginning, it looks like just a jagged random pattern. Yes. And then after a while, you see a kind of flat 3D image.
So these things. So what the wisdom of Kabbalah actually does is it helps you get that picture. It doesn't do anything new, actually. It just focuses and aims your attributes and everything in you in such a way that you begin to see into matter. Thank you very much.